Good evening, everybody. Bonus video this month from me. And first of all, let me just say, don't worry about this whiteboard here in the background. Obviously, I am at work. Y'all know I'm a healthcare worker. That is just a supply order board for us here in ultrasound. There is no patient info or anything up there. Yeah, point of this video. I need y'all to talk me off the ledge. And what I mean by that is I need you to tell me what I want to hear. I'm just kidding. Please give me your honest opinion on everything that I am about to spill in this video. I think this is something that I've been stewing about in the back of my mind for a while now, since I got my residence permit approved so quickly. And I am just coming off of watching Rachel Hickey's latest video. Y'all, if you're following her channel, go and watch that because she has got some big news updates and I am just so thrilled for her. I cannot get over it. And it makes me so happy because we've been kind of on similar journeys in some ways. Both of us started our YouTube channels in 2018, had this goal of financial freedom, and basically here we are. It's staring at both of us, and I love that. So, as you may have guessed now by this point in the video, I am considering stopping work earlier than what I had planned for. If you're new here and this happens to be your first video on my channel, the plan was, very quickly here, to continue working my 2 full-time jobs that I'm working right now until, at the very least, the end of June of this year. And the reason for that date is because that would be 1 full year that I have worked 2 full-time jobs, and the second job has a sign-on bonus for me that I will get the full payout of that bonus if I can make it all the way to the end of June, my hire date. So, that was the goal there. And then from that point, I would be free to cut back to just working this one job, and I could start really making motions as far as preparations for FIRE, selling my house, moving over to Sweden. Again, if you're new, my husband is Swedish, and my plan is to move over there, retire early, and be FIRE in Sweden. So that was the plan, but now that my residence permit got approved so quickly, it's really making me think, is this worth it? Do I sacrifice the summertime over in Sweden, which is arguably the best time to be there? And it's really making me think. So y'all might be wondering why I don't just move after, the end of June. Well, I have pets, 2 cats and a dog. And the airlines will not fly them if it's too hot, and naturally so. I don't want to stress them out any more than they will already be stressed from such a long trip over to Sweden. But yeah, it would not be possible to fly them at the end of June here in Charlotte, North Carolina, which is where they would be flying out of. Way too hot. So since I couldn't move at the end of June, even if my home sold quickly, the plan was for me to make the actual move over to Sweden this fall. So, with me now considering going over in the spring before it gets too hot here, it's something I'm thinking about. And if you're a channel member, I know you're seeing this video first. I did have somebody request that I start making videos and release them to the channel members first and then to the general public. And so that's what I'm doing with this video. I'm going to make this part of the video just talking about my arguments for and against changing the plan. And then I'm going to make a separate video right after this one, though, because I want to go over the specific numbers of everything with my channel members. So, in a nutshell here, and to be as general as I can without getting into the specifics of my portfolio and everything, maybe it's best just to go over the pros of moving over sooner rather than later. So pro number one is just more time together. We are not getting any younger, my husband and I. I will be 40 this year, which, to think about retirement, is crazy early for your average American. But Christopher, my husband, he is 8.5 years older than me. He's been fire now for a couple years, I think. So he's basically just been, waiting on me to catch up. And I mean, y'all don't get me wrong. If I had another 8.5 years of working even just one job, I would definitely be comfortably fire, if not starting to get into the fat fire realm of things, especially considering now that I am totally debt free. That is, that was my main focus for the first few years of this channel, was getting my debt under control to then start investing aggressively. And so here we are. I'm at the investing aggressively stage of things right now. And don't get me wrong, taking the second job has helped a ton. I mean, it's a full second income that I've been able to just throw into the market and grow my portfolio some. But, like I said, the pro of moving over earlier is more time together. I mean, how do you put a number value on time? It's limited for all of us. So yeah, it's hard to reconcile that. Also, just physically, I feel like I don't want to be too dramatic about it, because y'all know I've been working 2 full-time jobs, but I am just starting to feel it. I'm starting to feel it. And again, I know I'm only 39. I am still very young in the grand scheme of things, but y'all, working these 2 jobs, working night shift like I have for years, 12-hour shifts, it is starting to take a toll on me physically. I, for the first time in my ultrasound career, am now scanning in pain, which is a common thing for sonographers in healthcare here in the U.S. There's a statistic out there that 75 to 90% of ultrasound techs are scanning in pain. And y'all, I know if you've ever had an ultrasound done, we probably make it look easy and like it's not much, but it's a lot. And yeah, for the first time ever, I am now starting to hurt when I scan. And so these busy nights that I get here and also at the second job really do take a toll now. And I just keep telling myself, only 3 months more to go. 3 months more to go and I can cut back to 1 job. But, I don't want to do any permanent damage either. Do I think I'm at that point? No. Should I start to do some ancillary things to try to maybe prevent injury, like, some massage therapy, I feel like would be really helpful. Yes, I feel like I should do that, but when I'm working 2 full-time jobs, 3rd shift, I have 1 night off a week, so I could go on that Monday during the day and get a massage done, but then I would be messing up my sleep schedule, which is already screwed up anyway. So, it's a rock and a hard place when it comes to that. So I'm just trying to do what I can while I'm on the job to minimize the pain that I'm feeling in my scan shoulder. The cons of moving earlier versus moving a few months from now are purely just financial ones, honestly. If I continued, I have always said this number to myself, in my head, just talking about working 2 jobs and everything, weighing the pros and cons of sticking this out. And basically, if I continue working the 2 full-time jobs until the end of June, that's like 6 months this year where I will have had 2 full-time jobs. So as far as extra income goes for me, that's about an extra $50K that I would be earning. And, I've always held that number in my mind, like, man, $50,000, that's a good chunk of change to be able to add to my portfolio. And, that would be helpful as far as the money available that I have to live off of when I actually do fire. But it just hit me tonight for the first time. I don't know why. That $50K number is a gross amount that I earn. Of course it is, right? So I lose a lot of that to taxes. I also lose some of that to just retirement account contributions at both jobs. So yeah, I'm not realizing that full $50K to throw into my taxable account that I would be living off of when I fire in Sweden. And when I looked at it that way, basically, if I keep going for another 3 months here, I would earn about maybe $16,000 more that I could throw into my taxable account. That's it. Is that really gonna move the needle much? No, of course it's not going to. So when I look at it that way, I am obviously more than halfway, convincing myself to just stop at least working the 2 jobs, pull back to this 1 job, and start seriously making motions to move to Sweden, start selling things out of my house, to get rid of all the extra stuff that is not coming with me, get ready to sell the house, take, time off of this job to fly the pets over if I need to do that first, get them settled in, and then I can come back and sell the house without having to worry about them. I really think that it's kind of 50-50 either way. It's a little bit of extra security if I keep working a little bit longer, and the other financial aspect of all of this is the fact that the stock market has been struggling a bit lately. I'm sure y'all are paying attention to the markets just as much as I am, because we're all financial nerds here, right? But yeah, so the markets have been going down lately. Talks of recession. Of course, there are always talks of recession, but this time it seems like it might actually happen this year. And if I keep going and the market keeps dipping and going down, then that's a good thing for me to throw money in while the market is down, right? So that's something else to weigh in favor of not changing the plan. So I am really torn about what to do. And to speak in more vague terms here as far as my actual financial situation, I just don't want to show my portfolio and stuff publicly anymore. Again, channel members will see the details of the math that I've kind of worked out here in my other video that I'll make for them. But I am basically very lean fire right now. The problem with me just declaring fire is that the majority of my funds in my portfolio are in retirement accounts, and I cannot access those until 59 and a half. Yes, I know about the 72T rule and the Roth IRA conversion strategy. Believe me, that was my plan before. And then lo and behold, the universe said, no, you're going to fire in Sweden, not in the US. So the same rules do not apply over there. So that threw a little bit of a wrench in things. Since most of my funds are in retirement accounts, I basically have to make it to 59 and a half before I can access those penalty free as a US person. So I got to make it that far at least. And that's why I say I am very lean fire right now. But, thankfully it is the 2 of us, me and Christopher together. We won't have a mortgage to pay for. It's basically just going to be month-to-month living expenses. And can I pull that off with the limited amount of funds that I have right now? I think so, but it would be very tight. Then again, I am also not counting in any extra income that I might earn. I'm not counting this YouTube channel at all because, yes, I am monetized, but I mean, I only get a payout like every other month, and that's, you know, when you cross that $100 threshold, so it's not a lot. And yes, I could focus on growing this channel. I do plan on still making videos when I'm over in Sweden and just showing you guys how it is that I budget over there. I'm gonna have to figure that out as I go. And I also want to make videos of just what life looks like after fire for me. I mean, I am planning on enjoying slowing down some. I want to have a garden. I want to spend my time fishing. I would love to learn how to bake some sourdough bread, some good sourdough bread. I want to get a bike and enjoy the nature over there. It is unbelievably beautiful over there. Just this morning, Christopher sent me some pictures from around the house, and I will insert them here because everywhere you look over there is just beautiful like a postcard. And this is like the end of winter. So in the summertime, it's even better. And I'm just ready to enjoy that life. Honestly, enjoying those views does not cost a thing. And I just feel like my own fears about actually stopping working, stopping to have an income coming in every month that I'm living off of is just a scary thought. It's very scary. But I have said before on the channel, and I've talked to Christopher about this before too, actually, every single good thing that has ever happened to me in my life has been on the other side of a scary decision. So that weighs pretty heavily on me. I mean, that's just part of me that is screaming, just do it. If you're lean fi now, close enough, just do it and enjoy your life. So yeah, that's where I'm at with my thought process. Obviously, it is back and forth. I hate to miss out on contributing while the market's down. If it continues to go down, that's just extra security and extra insurance for later. I mean, ultimately, no matter what I decide, it's only a few months difference either way, so it doesn't truly matter that much, does it? But again, how do you put a value on time? And is missing an entire summer together in Sweden worth an extra $16K? I mean, when I put it that way, no. Obviously no. But yeah, I'm super torn about this, obviously. So this is why I made that video. So I'm going to edit this now and go ahead and upload it for all you channel members to see first. And then I will release it later to the rest of the world. Maybe by then I will stop being so back and forth about this and will have come to my own decision. But believe me, I would love to hear what you guys think as far as whether to stop working early or to stick with the original plan, where you think the economy is going and the stock market, because things have been definitely shaky lately. You know, maybe it's best to just keep pushing through. I don't know. Let me know what you think down below. I appreciate you watching if you've made it all the way to the end of this very stream of conscious rambling video. And I will catch you in my next one. Bye, y'all.